Hey everybody, happy Friday as we're getting closer and closer to the Christmas season. Pedro here for PG's Continuing Journey channel, and if there's anything that I would wish for Christmas this year, but I'll talk about that in a bit. Right now I just want to say that I have been maintaining so far this December. On December 5th I was let me see. Let me just read it for you exactly as it says, as I wrote it on my blog. From 297.4 to 290 2 weeks ago to 297 last week, and to now 297.6. This week's weigh-in, I have been maintaining at the 297 mark, which to me is a combination of disappointment because I was hoping I'd lose something, but at the same and accomplishment. So it's disappointment and accomplishment at the same time, especially since caretaking duties for my uncle from Florida pauses my own plans as well as drains my mental health. Also, last week was the first week in many years, almost 20 to be exact, since I started my journey, that I have had 5 slices of pizza, but thank God not all on the same day. Last Thursday, about a little over a week ago, I had pizza with broccoli, black olives, and mushrooms on it. With bought by my cousin. I had 1 slice for dinner Thursday night, and then another for lunch on Friday, and then I finish up tomorrow on Saturday. That's a total of, so that I have. But as a matter of fact, 4 different meals on 4 days to be exact. The 4th meal was added to my lunch at work flow. We were all treated. I'm not supposed to be too loud on this, but we were all treated to pizza, and this time it had pepperoni and sausage. But I added that to my lunch, and I didn't have any snacks from my locker room, which is usually cashews or almonds. Just to steer clear of the sugary snacks. Other than that, I did my best to stay on plan with the food department by eating more lean proteins, chicken and fish to be exact. Less eating out, because we don't have to be talking about eating out in this family, especially since someone's always cooking. Especially when someone is always cooking in the house. And less office food also, which I was mentioning earlier. I still do a little treating from time to time. Exercise always depends on my busy schedule. And speaking of treating myself, get to that in a bit. This new week started with a walk to the supermarket and restock up on fresh veggies and fruits and other things, especially when strawberries, onions, and others were on sale. They got this new Western beef that opened up in my neighborhood, and I caught up a lot of sales, like butter and so on. It was raining outside, so it was a little bit difficult to walk from the house to the Western beef. Would have been no problem on any other given day, which was the weather was nice, but it was raining hard today. But the rain did not stop me because I was getting in my self-care at the same time. And especially when we needed that rain to get rid of all the ice and snow that we had last weekend. And I tell you, if I was reporting to work today, I would have been facing that bad weather, helping everybody and everything else. So why not do the same thing for you and take care for me, I should say, and take care of myself. Absolutely. And speaking of treating myself, as I mentioned earlier, I treated the family to Chinese for lunch. Little chicken and broccoli and duck sauce, vegetable rice, chicken wings, but this time no drinks, no shrimp bagels to go with it, because there was enough for everybody. So now, what is my wish for Christmas 2025? No cologne, no clothes, no nothing. Just for this year to be over with. For 2025 to be over with. Especially when all of the chaos happening in this country, in the world, and in my life this past year. no, screw me for everything that I've been through this past year. I'm trying not. No, I don't want to be too nice, but I don't want to be. Well, let me put it to you like this. This past year has been rough. No, but being sick and moving to this new home and all the other chaos in between. And so far as everything else that's going on in this country and the world, I just wish for peace in all areas. And again, I do my best not to post anything about all that political drama and religious bullshit here on my page, but I said this on a previous page and I'll say it again. You know who will never be my president? If he ever called me the R word, I would have cursed his ass out. There is no question. I would have cursed his ass out. But I truly believe that karma is going to explode all over him and his administration the way they did on Kim Davis when she thought she was going to, when the Supreme Court not only denied her thing to overturn gay marriage, but also she has to pay all those legal fees. That's right. Fuck you, Kim Davis. That's right. I got to use my foul language to say what I got to say. Because I at the same time, no, I'm giving you guys the update on my progress here, but at the same time, I'm laying some things off my chest. However, in spite of all of that, I have recently cleaned up my social media feeds to steer clear out of all political drama and religious brainwashing that had landed me here to where my journey is, my life and journey is right now in the first place. That's why I have very little friends these days, because the last thing I need to be happen to me right now is to get brainwashed one more time, and that's not happening. So, Merry Christmas, Feliz Navidad, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa to everybody who is watching this, and we'll be celebrating these respective holidays. Just in case I don't post anything before Christmas, because it's going to be busy. I'm going to be busy doing the last minute cards. And speaking of busy, I kept myself busy with my coloring book. There it is. Jumbo coloring book. And I have, right now, using Crayola crayons and Crayola colored pencils, just to keep my mind occupied. Another big thing I've done for my mental health recently. But again, anytime, again, I don't want to talk about anything that's going in the political world because, as I said, you know who will never be my president. That convicted criminal, the real retarded, the real Mr. Piggy. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. So,